How do I talk about math to infants, toddlers, and preschoolers beyond counting? While counting is definitely an essential aspect of foundational math skills, it's just a fraction of what's essential for a child to understand about math. Before being able to add, subtract, and find the height of a trapezoid, children must first gain the skills to recognize what they're seeing and understand there are relationships between items, ideas, space, and time. It's up to us to help children gain the foundational abilities that will set them up for success when they do begin to engage in geometry, arithmetic, calculus, and more. Children begin to understand the world with concrete, tangible experiences. Mathematic relationships are abstract, so our task when we play with children every day is to make the intangible tangible. We can take a look to the Erickson Institute Early Math Collaborative for guidance on the concepts that we can help children understand. For our infants and toddlers, we'd begin by introducing precursor math concepts. We can talk about the attributes of items within the classroom by describing what we see, like that puzzle is blue and it looks like a rectangle. We can point out patterns we see both in nature and man-made. We can draw comparisons and recognize how things are similar or different. And we can help children recognize that changes occur and what those changes are. For our preschool children, we build upon the understanding of the aforementioned math aspects and dive into big idea early math concepts. We can help preschool-age children understand number sense, or the ability to recognize how many are in a small collection without needing to count, like seeing the pips on a die. We can build upon their ability to recognize attributes by encouraging them to make sets and separate materials by their attributes. We can help children understand that quantities change between sets by introducing operations like adding and subtracting. This is the introduction of basic arithmetic. Preschool-age children also begin to understand measurements as we can introduce them to volume when they explore their sand and water tables. Children also begin to recognize shapes and begin to see them in our daily lives. And as we engage children in gross motor experiences, they begin to understand spatial relationships with concepts like up, down, over, under, through, and beside. And while data analysis may seem pretty complex, we can help children understand number sense and sets by making graphs and making our understanding of these relationships visible. Lastly, we can of course count with children. While counting may seem basic, it's actually quite complex and works in concert with the other math concepts. In order to properly count, children must have one-to-one correspondence, or the understanding that when you count something within a collection, it's only counted once. This ability is practiced by pointing to objects as you count them to understand what you've already counted. And regardless of age, we can engage children in math songs throughout the day, like 5 Little Monkeys or 5 Green and Speckled Frogs. Exploring math concepts with our littlest learners may seem odd, but even infants, toddlers, and preschoolers will find math to be easy as pie when we engage them in developmentally appropriate ways. For more information about math and how it can be discussed throughout our classrooms and throughout our days, please see our courses, Math, Science, and Art for Infants, Toddlers, and Twos, and Math, Science, and Art in Preschool.